Hello, and welcome back to another episode of Film Club to Death. I'm here with my co-host Joe Wood. I
Hi.
am Richard Blackburn. Joe, how are
Yes,
you? How are you this
I-
week? How's things? How's
I'm very well.
how's
Um,
how's the movies? Eh? Is that what people
ah,
say?
yeah, they go, hey, we
How's them
moving?
films? Eh?
Else then, yeah, I've heard that a few times. But no, got hacked again,
Hmm. I
so
would
that's
say I'm
fun.
shocked, but this is like the fourth time, so it's a really an inevitability at this point more than a surprise.
Or and you're victim blaming. Um,
Well, when the
oh, it's
victim looks like you.
because of the strength of my password.
Yeah,
Oh, sod off.
you need to stop using this. You see, you need to stop putting your name backwards.
When I changed my password, I changed everything to the next same word.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And then I'm like, why did this fucking happen again?
Everyone's password 123, but then you just add another number on. You're like, fucking hell.
I'm under like password 35 now.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Like, how do they get me?
It's like, I think I'd at least double bluff them by now.
Like, he's not going to do it again, is he?
Yeah, yeah. There's no way this is
Yeah.
36.
Sometimes I miss a number, go straight to 37. They find it immediately.
Yeah,
Anyway,
yeah.
this
Anyway,
week's film
uh,
is
would
Krull.
you would you ever throw a spinning blade into a man's face?
You mean a glaive?
Yeah.
Or
Is
is
that
that what,
isn't a
is that what it was
glaive
called?
something else? I thought a glaive was something else, not
I'm
this not this
certain.
boomerang looking thing.
Yeah, I'm certain it's not this.
I thought a glaive was like, well, you
No,
tell
what did
me.
you think it was?
I was gonna say
I'm gonna.
I thought it was like not one of these, but do you know like one of those kookaroos or whatever they're called? It's like a sword, but it's like slanted.
Yeah,
I
I've
thought a glaive was something like that, but like an axe version.
I've whacked it into Google. And it's yeah, quite a long handle,
Yeah. Is it
quite a hefty blade, quite a curve.
really? See, now that's chivalry too for you right there. That's how I know what a glaive is.
Yeah, that's
Because
historical fiction in
when they
game
said
form.
it, I was like, surely this. Because I was like, this isn't like this is just a
I don't think this is a glaive.
this is like a predator fucking like
Yeah,
knockoff
yeah, yeah. So 1983, Krull,
set in
directed by
the
Peter Yates.
yeah Peter Yates. Why is he doing this by the way?
Doesn't matter.
He did like didn't Peter Yates do like fucking like Steve McQueen films?
Yeah, yeah. Like early,
Isn't this set in
he's
the
done a lot, and
Conan
then he.
universe as well?
Ooh,
I think this
that
is
I don't know.
for some reason there's something in my mind that thinks that this is it's either I don't know if it's supposed to be it's got some connection or it's based on the person who wrote the Conan books. Like as in like it's part of another thing that he wrote.
I was gonna say it's based on the
Based on the
author
person, yeah.
of
Who
Conan,
lived a
Richard
wild life.
E. Richard E. Howard, I think it is.
Krull
He is
in
actually an
Conan?
alien. He's from another planet, and he
Question
doesn't
mark?
know what glaive is.
Well that came up
But
with
yeah,
absolutely nothing.
brilliant. I put it in quotes.
Krull set in universe?
Krull's
Question
set.
mark?
Please.
No, it
I'm
takes place
guessing
in his
that came up with
own universe apparently.
its own Krull.
I don't
What did
believe
you
that. I
know?
think for some reason I think this has got something to do with
You,
Conan.
yeah, maybe that's a
Or maybe it's the same
exclusive.
production team or something. I don't know. I swear it was.
We're getting pretty loose now with connection.
All right, calm down. Don't
One guy
freaking.
saw both of these films in a day in the 80s at one point.
Yeah, maybe. Listen,
Called Conan, Jonathan Conan. Right. What did you know about Krull going in?
Honestly or dishonestly,
Dishonestly.
everything. I was a huge fan.
I
No,
read all the Conan books.
Yeah, I love Conan. No, I've seen the poster and that's about it.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah.
wanted to watch it for a while, but never.
Yeah.
And for some reason, I thought it was some reason to do with Conan. That's why.
Conan never mentioned.
But what I will say, I think
Say,
this.
you've got some things on the top of your head.
It's obviously came out after Star Wars, but this is better than Star Wars, the first one.
I think similarly. I wasn't along the lines
Because
of
this is, do you know?
a direct comparison to Star Wars.
Yeah, yeah. I
But
wouldn't say that, but I'd say it's got the same. All the stuff Star Wars took from Flash Gordon, I think this takes and does it better because it does the thing I like that Dune does, where it's like this is the future, but we use swords
yeah,
and like
this
lasers.
was, and it looked beautiful.
And also, I think this is
Like,
more just this is us. We look this. We should just do a section where we just. It's called like drunk on nostalgia or something, but it's like
yeah.
seeing people in an actual built set where they're sliding down the
Yeah.
wall and stuff is like this film was like a massive failure, but like the designs, the characters, the enemy, like the what they're called, I can't remember what the enemies called.
Slayers.
Slayers. When they die, it's like brutal. Like for like this is like
Yeah,
a
yeah.
family film, kind like do you know what I mean? Like aesthetically,
There's a lot.
and it's gross and like gory with some of the deaths.
Some of the scenes as well, just with like the blocking. There was when they come through the main gates, when like the husband to be comes through the main gates, and the camera's like underneath the stairs, and it just looks like a oil painting. Like the doors open, and then it moves up round and goes
Yeah,
above the stairs, and
There-
everyone walks up, and it's like,
I think there was quite
it,
a lot of that
whoa,
where it's like, do you know when that guy's
yeah,
drowning in the quicksand?
yeah,
Like
yeah,
the camera goes from like wide to like the main character's perspective, and it's like in there, and you like see him sinking. I
yeah,
was like, this is kind of making me feel awful about this when it should just be like
yeah, yeah,
red coat dying.
yeah, yeah.
And like the only God, the only criticism I have of this film is make Liam Neeson the main guy because he stole every
Really?
scene he was in. He was unbelievable because the main guy is like supposed to be like a Luke Skywalker type, which is really
I
boring.
I didn't mind him. I thought
But there's
he
a
was a bit
reason he was never a leading man after this again. But give it to Liam
maybe
Neeson, three rat's
he had.
tails. He's like he's like the Han Solo of this thing,
It
but
was
better
really
because he gets
strange.
killed. Because he actually does get killed in the one he's supposed to.
Yeah, yeah. It was really strange seeing Liam Neeson, Alan Armstrong, and Robbie Coltrane.
Robbie Coltrane was
Like,
like dubbed or something. Like it wasn't his
yeah,
voice, was it?
yeah.
It was like
Something was going on there, and he also looked like a
but
like a
by the
budget Mario.
I was gonna say he had like a modern day guy's aesthetic. Like
Yeah,
if you back in like 2019, if you went down anywhere, you'd see loads of like his shaped kind of like if you went into
yeah.
any like brewery, there'd be like four of his character designs in there.
Even the way he
Like
was
with the mustache
dressed,
and haircut. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
it was like he did look like he was just wearing a t-shirt, and he's just like, fucking hell. Yeah, who's this
Who's
guy
this
that's just
guy?
turned
Yeah.
up?
But
He's
I loved
completely lost.
I would pay. Obviously, you wouldn't be able to do it now because the whole aesthetic would be off, and it would all be CGI. But like, I'd love to see that crew, like a prequel of their crew before they got like joined
As
up
soon
with
as
the king. Like, do you know what I mean? I just love
yeah,
the like
yeah,
little. I love a ragtag crew, like
yeah,
some great character actors in there, and like in a world that's like
yeah, yeah.
actually like the effects
fucked up.
Like it's better than now. Some of them, like some of them, like that spider. You telling me that wasn't the best part of the film?
That whole bit in the cobwebs
That's
looked incredible.
Toby Jones's dad.
Is it?
Yeah.
Bloody
Boom.
hell!
There's a capsule
Wow.
of knowledge for you.
Wow.
And Toby
Nepo
Jones
baby.
has a fear of spiders.
Very nice. The sets, the light, you could tell like which bits were just like a painted background, but my God, like what a painting! And what a set in front of it as well. Like even when they're on the horses, and
they fly off.
They're riding the horses, and it's like you can.
That was probably the worst bit of CGI.
That was the worst bit, but it was still a bit better than some modern day stuff because they were actually on a horse.
Yeah, and
like
the bit where he turns into a
stuff
goose
would just be from here, and they're just going.
Yeah,
whereas all these guys were on a horse.
It would be shot wider in the whole. Everybody would be CGI, like the guy and the horse. Everything would be, and it would be shot like way wider. But like even the bit where he turns into a goose, it was weird for like 2 frames, but it's like that kind of worked for the aesthetic and this guy being bad at magic. If you know what I mean?
It like the colors kind of you could tell it was them morphing one image to another, but it worked within. It
worked for that character as well because he keeps turning himself into the worst animals possible.
Is like, I'll turn you into a duck, or when he turns himself into a little piglet?
Yeah, he's stuck in the thing. Oh! I just knew I would love that guy when he was just like, I'm gonna turn you a fucking fat ugly goose. I was like, damn, you got him. He kind of reminded me. This is a rogue shout, but he kind of reminded me of the Magic Man from Adventure Time. In summer, when he's like first there. Damn.
Don't know.
If anybody gets that reference, you'll understand. That's one for the
that's one for the OGs.
That's one for the OGs out there.
At first, I was like,
because it kind of had the same. That's one for the late bloomers.
The early risers, the strong tea drinkers. A part of me thought, because there were some bits that happened, and I was like, this is just short of being like almost a masterpiece, because there was some things that were like.
I did not think you were going to say that. I was really hard. I thought you were going to go somewhere else. I was like, that is. But I agree. I honestly agree.
There were parts that were happening, and it wasn't just like an action film. There was a lot of slower bits. There was a lot of like working out between the characters and development between scenes and how they're going to sort this journey out and blah blah blah. And it wasn't just a simple. Although it started with a little bit of text or narration, and it's like, a king and queen will rule the world, and the sun will rule the galaxy. So you think it's just going to be like a little chosen one story, and it kind of is in a way, but you immediately see the king, or the now king, because at the wedding at the beginning, Slayers come in and fucking kill everyone. And he sort of wakes up, and everyone around him's dead. His dad's been killed.
His wife's
and he gets missing. His wife's missing, and he just like starts crying, and he's just like, and they go, and this old man's tending his wounds. He's like, "You're now the king," and he's like, "Fuck that! Everyone's dead." He's like, "I hate this. You have the territory. You have the kingdom." He's like, well, "Why the fuck would I want this?" Rather than him immediately.
And then the old man's like, "Stop being a bitch."
Yeah, yeah, but it was cool to just not.
Not
be like stand there angry like. I will get my revenge.
The king.
He was like, "This is fucking shit." Like, I'm gonna cry.
The best compliment I'd give to this film is the beginning where it's like explaining everything, and like I was in a bad mood when it started, and when that was happening, I was like, I'm like actively gonna hate this, and it like won me round and cheered me up. But like
Yeah,
the
I
beginning
was
bit where it
worried.
was like we're on the planet, whatever, and with
The planet
and like
Krull.
and there's like this family and I was like, please God no,
Like,
don't
where are we?
don't do
Where
this,
is this going?
don't over explain. But like the only like
Yeah,
I thought the bad guy could have been maybe a bit more developed or like maybe a bit
it's a
more involved in
classic.
the story. But he's like if
He's
he's only shooting his hand
yeah,
out through other people.
yeah. He doesn't really
Do you want to
like.
see
It's
a
a very cool
beautiful woman
design.
with a disgusting hand? That's my big threat here.
Yeah.
Because I love it when he's like showing her like he's gonna cheat on you, and he's like, no, he's not. He's like, what about if this woman had a disgusting hand and tried to kill him instead?
Yeah. And then the woman's like, I actually was gonna kill you,
Because
but
like and like
I'm
that's the
in love
thing.
with you.
If this guy's so powerful, why don't you just like
Just do
redo
it
the
yourself.
image where he is cheating on her? But he's like, look, he's gonna cheat on you, and then he's like, he does something really noble and loving. He's like, maybe I will just
Yeah,
kill him.
he just showed his hand and then went, I've actually got nothing here.
Yeah, he's like,
Fuck.
actually,
What do we
I
do
actually
now?
will just give this woman a withered hand and kill him,
Yeah,
but then
yeah.
not kill him because she could have easily just like, she had his like hand on his
She
throat,
didn't
and then
want
she's
to.
like,
He was
yeah.
too beautiful.
And then he, then when he's just like, and she's like, it just fades off into the like.
He,
It was
he
honestly,
literally just swipes her away.
it was like I said with that bit where it's they're in the they're in the castle and the floor opens up and he's like going down to get him and then he pulls him back up
It
and
was
it's like a
so
slide thing and it's like
yeah,
they've actually had to build that like quite
yeah,
substantially
yeah.
and like
All the
make it
sets
open and close and it's like but
and
make it so where
having
it's
something.
you can tell there was barely any health and safety because like he would have been crushed in there.
Oh
When they
yeah,
gather all those horses, there's like horses like jumping off rocks and people grabbing them, which they shouldn't have been. It
they're
was like,
swinging around. They're like,
yeah, there was
what?
there was a lot of things there that wouldn't have been happening now.
That would not get signed off. But like creating, I think the mix between like sci-fi and fantasy was done so well because obviously like the sci-fi element and having the ship designed in a way that like doesn't make sense to everything we've had with the castles and the horses and the like the magic and the old men in the caves and the blah blah blah. Like the two worlds were so different, but it was cool to see because the fantasy world as well. Normally, you get like a there's England or America, and then they go to a fantasy world, and that's like the difference. But we kind of got to see a difference between a world that doesn't exist and a world that doesn't exist that's invaded that one that doesn't exist.
Yeah,
And it was
I
really interesting to see like how they got that other perspective. Obviously, it's been done 1,000 times, but this felt real,
I honestly
or at
think
least like solid.
I completely agree. It reminded me quite a lot of Hawk the Slayer in terms of like I actually think I enjoyed it more because of the I think
Mm,
I think this is something that modern like original modern sci-fi fantasy thing because you never get sci-fi fantasy like this anymore. It's either it has to be one or the other, and it's like
yeah,
it's the same thing where it's like Star Wars like arguably perfected it or whatever. Do you know what I mean? Or like that's what everybody wants it to be. And the same with Lord of the Rings. Like
yeah,
that's the standard fantasy. So why not have something
yeah,
in the
yeah.
middle where it's like, and like especially with Lord of the Rings films, and it's like you you're never going to be able to recreate that. So why not just use all the good elements for that and then put it in something like weird like that? I think that's why
Try
Dune
something
works so
new.
well now, where it's like
Mm,
it's I'd say it's got less of the fantasy elements, more sci-fi, but it's like it's such its own unique flavor and like vibe
yeah,
where I like and we're saying this about a knockoff from Star Wars. Like this only exists because Star Wars came out, but like
yeah, yeah.
this has such a more charming and
That's
like
what I mean
my thing
about.
with Star Wars normally is like, and I suppose there's only a small element of this, but like I like all the glup shittos in Star Wars. You know what I mean? Like the Max Rebo and the fucking like the pod
Yeah,
racer
yeah,
guy,
yeah.
like Sebulba. I want a full film led by like little free characters like that. That's why I like Dark Crystal so much, where it's like I want all these little freaky puppets, and it's like yeah, this was
What are they
less
up
than
to?
that because of the budget and stuff. But it's like the Cyclops, where it's like in the Slayers or whatever they are,
Yeah,
and it's like having that already there like mystery of like, or they, it's like Monkey's Paw thing where it's like they wanted to see into the future, but they can only see up until they die. It's like that's great,
mm,
and it's like so it
mm.
gives them an element in like they're fighting where they're like, well, I know I'm not going to die here, so I can just take these people on, and it's like,
Yeah, yeah. This isn't the day I die.
and yeah,
Like,
it's like so it's
let's
like
see what
world
happens.
building, but in like the most natural way, and it's like also you get this like weird cool creature out of it as well. I know it's like not a
Yeah,
crazy
because
original, but it's like, do you know what I mean? For the
it's
budget
just
they had at the
making
time, where
something.
it's like, do you know what I mean? Like I want these like it's why I like the weird, like yeah, give me the king, but like give me all these weird characters
It's a
around him,
weird little.
like the kid being there, and the fucking magic guy. I can't remember what his name is, and then your old man, and like your emerald old man as well, who's like blind and like I love all
Yeah, the
those weird little
seer.
elements.
You come here, and that sort of stuff. The journeys as well were really cool.
Yeah, like
Um,
the swamp thing they were in.
the swamp scenes, like again, it looked so good. It looked like a completely different place. Like it didn't just feel. It kind of, although I hate it. Like in Mad Max when they go to the
Yeah.
swamp, and it's like it just feels like you can tell it's the same world, but it feels worlds apart.
Yeah. And that's what I like about this, where it's like there's no like because it's all one planet. It's like the different biomes you can do. Do you know what I mean? Where it's not like we have to go off world to a different planet. It's like
We've got
no,
to go to
this
the snowy planet now on
yeah.
the
That's
swamp
what
moon.
hate about Star Wars, where it's like every planet doesn't have like it's one thing all the time.
It
It's
just
like
feel yeah,
it's like Coruscant's a big city planet. Like Hoth is snow. It's desert.
yeah, yeah,
Cloud City is just like nothing. Camino's all water. It's like
yeah. We get
give
it.
me like yeah.
Just
Why don't you just make a regular like? Why does it? That's just lazy, I think, because it's like it's lazy and it's also boring because you also have to if you want dynamic like locations, you have to like either move or it's like how many like slick
well,
corridors
yeah,
like silver corridors is there? Do you know what I mean?
yeah. Well, the planet thing is like all they've done is create a map of the world and got like a fantasy version, and they've just gone, oh, what if each continent was a planet, and like we flew there instead of
Mm.
rode there, whereas like for this it wouldn't work because each continent can't have snow,
And it's like
deserts,
all the
da da da.
characters on this world like don't have access to like travel. Do you know what I mean? It's like they've got flying
Mm.
horses. That's about it.
And you got to catch them,
Oh yeah, you got to catch those bad boys.
and people are just like, well, am I going to walk? And the
And that,
scale
it
of
just
stuff
looks
as
so
well.
good of like them like obviously just having to release loads of horses to run through this like little gorge.
Yeah,
It's like yeah, that looks sick. So they probably
yeah,
had to do it
yeah.
like 17 times, but yeah, it looked great when they did it.
And all the mountains when he was
How much?
climbing it,
How much was what
crazy.
was the budget?
Budget was 27 to $30 million,
It made 60. That's why they don't. This is exactly why they don't make them like
and
this
made
anymore.
made back about half.
Yeah, if that, and because
Um,
obviously with marketing as well, this was a real big bomb.
yeah, yeah.
But
And you can
83,
kind of
this was like
see
what
as well
is
because
80, is
it
83
wasn't.
Return of the Jedi? So like people are probably like sci-fi'd out
Yeah,
because there was so many other like terrible sci-fi films coming out off the back of the first Star
yeah.
Wars.
And what this doesn't do really is it doesn't have like it doesn't go really hard into like tropes as much, where there isn't the family versus family, or
Mm.
like people turning on each other, or it's just like
It's more like Star
there's a
Trekky Is it in like there's
Yeah,
like
there's a
one?
couple of like when the cast comes up, there's like 10 names,
Mm,
and that's it
I'm
because
not.
it's just
I'm not even joking. You put Liam Neeson as the main guy in this, and Alan
like
Armstrong.
swap the actors,
Yeah, as like the main character. Sorry,
or
it's Liam Neeson's the main character, and I'm not joking. We're talking about a Krull reboot. Disney's bought Krull, and they're doing Krull Land at Disneyland. Do you know what I mean?
oh my god, Krollland.
Krull takes over if Liam Neeson's character is the main guy in this. I'm telling you.
It also it must have been shot on
Film.
Technicolor. What? I think it was done in IMAX, wasn't it?
I'm not even joking. Where was it filmed? UK.
How
Krull
details?
locations. Filming locations. We should have probably looked at this before. Pinewood
No,
Studios, Buckinghamshire, England, and Italy and Spain. They just don't make it like this anymore.
like just the
Lanzarote.
colours.
That's where it was filmed. And
Lanzarote.
3 locations in Italy and then Wrexham, UK.
The beauty of Wrexham.
Ryan Reynolds. Wrexham.
No.
Krull.
No, saw that guy. It. Yeah, the green when they go to like the Emerald Cave and they're sat with the seer. His green cloak is like the most beautiful green I've ever seen on film. It's so
I think
a beautiful boy.
this Liam Neeson thing's. I think this has changed my life.
Ju-
Any
Seeing
D&D campaign I ever do,
you're,
this
you're
is
making
what I have
Keegan
in mind. I might have to bring the rat's tail back.
more than one. Remember,
This has changed. This has changed everything.
this is James.
Sorry. I really, I really just. I think I'm.
He
I
is.
wish hadn't seen. I wish I'd seen this before I'd seen the pictures of him with his pissed jeans.
Yeah. Oh no. So that's like the
no.
flaw. That's the flaw of your D&D character is incontinent.
Yeah, you got.
Just
And
occasionally
he keeps
roll for
he keeps thinking those horses remember him or whatever else.
roll Constitution. You've pissed yourself. That's a point of health there.
Pissy jeans again.
But just looking at some stills from it, it reminded me when you said about June, the bit in the beginning after they like storm the castle, there's the shot where we're back at the steps outside the front of the castle, and there's all some slayers against the wall and they're fighting, and just all of a sudden like the camera starts to move up, pan up, tip, go
I
up,
think it's bad, isn't it?
and the slayers like climb the walls, but it's all so smooth that it literally looks like it reminded me so much of Dune.
Yeah, well, they kind
You
of
know
have.
when they're like all coming down from the zip
Yeah,
wires.
the
sort of thing,
Slayers have they're very Harkonnen in their like
Harkonnen coded.
in their like design as well, like the big helmets, like and like they're just little worm
Yeah.
guys.
Yeah, they're just minging little.
That's class. I love that
Mingle
though of
worms.
like having. It's like a little slug, but it's like in a human. It's like such a good way of using the costume and it not just being a human in there. Do you know what I mean? Where it's like
Yeah,
all the
yeah.
stormtroopers are just guys, basically, aren't they? There's like no
Yeah.
variation, and it's like, I know these are all worms, but it's like you could at least get a bit creative with it if you had money for a sequel.
Yeah, yeah. And like the main baddie, it's kind of like maybe obvious the human shape is like the
But
the
then you
main
can also
one we've
transfer
evolved
them
into, but
into anything, which is also like
yeah.
your classic fantasy trope.
Yeah, well, it was just wild how I was worried at the start when it said the first bit of narration, which which is a girl of ancient name shall become queen. She shall choose a king, and together they shall rule our world, and their son shall rule the galaxy. And she's like standing in the window of the castle, and it's like, and it looks beautiful, and she's like pining, and the boy comes along, and I was really worried it was going to go like legend esque, and it
Oh,
was just going to like be
what
really
be bad?
beautiful and be bad, and it was just going to be like almost, this would have been great on theatre, you know, it would have been a great set, and just having like two kids falling in love, sure, but
Yeah, I like,
had so much
and
more to it.
that's what I mean. Where it's like I started out being like, because I tried to watch it last night, and I was like, and like just the beginning, and like I just wasn't comfortable, and I was like, I fucking can't do this right now,
Yeah,
because I was thinking it was gonna be like that. I think,
it's a lot
because
slower paced,
and
but
then, but like it won me over. Like honestly,
yeah,
I was kind of like halfway through, I was like, I'm actually like really enjoying this. And then
I didn't
obviously
even
when Liam
didn't pick up
Neeson's
my
character,
phone once.
no, I didn't either.
It was just, I really enjoyed,
I really
and you
enjoyed the
could tell
ride.
like they were on a mountain, they were on a field, they were doing this,
It
and
wasn't just like reacting to tennis balls or like miniatures and stuff, which I don't like. Obviously,
yeah,
miniatures are class for some stuff, but it's like it felt. This felt like a real movie, which I think a lot of things
yeah,
won, and even then, just like this felt it wasn't like don't get me wrong, it was obviously inspired by Star Wars, but it felt like it had its own story to tell.
it did, it did.
And
It was a beautiful
and
story.
shame we'll never get it. Let's. I want to see if there's been any murmurs of a reboot.
I think with
Because
the right
surely,
team, you could reboot this.
because what I realised during this, by the way, is, um, you seen Pineapple Express?
Not for a
Where-
while.
I think when James Franco's selling Seth Rogen weed in one of the scenes, Krull's on the telly. It's because there's one
Really?
bit where there's Krull, and it might be. Let me type in Krull Pineapple Express. I swear.
It might be in the in popular culture section at on the Wikipedia.
Krull is briefly shown playing on the television. Yeah. Boom. I've seen Pineapple Express a lot for a man for a man who doesn't smoke weed. I've seen it quite a lot.
Yeah,
A
it's
reboot of the.
referenced. Oh,
It's reportedly in the works with J.J. Abrams attached to direct,
okay.
and that was 2023. Bad
JJ's
Robot.
not the worst.
I mean, I suppose he did bring Star Wars back.
He did.
This
You
is
know,
an
the
exclusive
best
on
new Star Wars.
giantfreakingrobot.com. This was published
They're
3 years
shit.
ago.
They're shit.
Is it? Do you know them?
I've read a few shit articles from them.
Wow. We've met enemy number one for this podcast. If you're worried
Yeah.
that J.J. Abrams wants to reboot everything you loved while you were younger, good news. Not many people love this film. Wow. Giant,
That's a great way to
giant
start that.
freaking
I'll take
piece
everything
of
back.
shit.
I'll take everything back. That is a great way to start. How about people rebooting things you fucking hated as a kid? I think, like, it
Warner
wouldn't
Brothers
be.
Warner Brothers have it, so there's no chance it's coming back.
But it
Now
would
Paramount
be
have it, so it's going
done
to come
wrong.
back and the main guy is going to be like an allegory for a black guy, and it's going to be basically
An allegory for a black guy.
well, it's going to be like a racist remake if Paramount get it.
It's gonna. I just don't know who would.
I
think
don't mind JJ,
what I'm imagining.
but like, what's he directed recently after Rise of Skywalker?
I think he just gave up after that.
What was the last good thing he directed?
One of
Super
the
8?
Star Treks. Oh,
No, Super 8 was like 2007. And I've never even seen it. People just say it's good. Oh my god! Do you know who you get to do Krull? Steven Spielberg. He's back.
He is back. I've seen a few. I haven't seen Disclosure Day.
I'm seeing it tomorrow.
So no spoilers. I
Whenever
don't
this
know of any
comes out,
spoilers.
this will be old, and I'll have seen it.
JJ's only directed 19 things.
That's quite a lot.
But like considering
Mission Impossible 3, his best film.
yeah. But considering he's like very well known.
Yeah, he did Lost.
I feel like
Star Trek, Super 8.
one episode of The Office.
What was I just saying? Mission Impossible 3.
Yeah.
Star Wars, 2 Star Wars. Did he do like a horror? Or am I making that up? Or was that somebody else?
You're thinking of James Gunn.
The old gun.
Who shot first? The gun.
Who slopped first? The gun or Abrams?
Or JJ. Oh god. Gunn.
Yeah, but
No,
at least Gunn's still working, I suppose. But he's working in Slop City.
He's deep. Apparently, he's got 2
I didn't
films
like Superman,
that he's
I'll tell you
directed.
that. Who? J.J. Abrams?
I would. A sci-fi mystery drama fantasy. A young newlywed couple struggles to survive against a supernatural entity, starring Glenn Powell, Samuel Jackson, Jenna Ortega, Emma Mackey. That's apparently finished. Written and directed by him.
Finished, finished production in post-production.
Apparently.
I suppose. Yeah, maybe
It's completed. 2026 it's scheduled for, so
maybe this is like his comeback where he just does his own projects now that he wants to. And he's like where you detach yourself from franchises.
Yeah, he's clearly just written a story and he's like,
I stand by. I've never had any interest in Star Trek until I saw that first one with Chris Pine, and I was like, this is sick.
It's watching him steal the car with Beastie Boys in the background.
Watching him get into that bar fight just after that, I was like,
and this is fucking Star Trek. This is amazing.
Star Trek has a bad.
That was 2009.
Like, especially over here, has a bad reputation.
Yeah, I think because it was like.
Do you think that's because we've had Doctor Who for so long? Where it's like all those like serial sci-fi things we've already kind of done. Not that it's like, because obviously it was successful over here. I'm not saying that it wasn't, but I feel like it's nowhere near as popular over here as it is in the States. Or maybe that's maybe that's just perception.
I think it is popular, but you're right.
No, I agree. I just
different.
I just think it's. I just like. I mean,
I feel like if you
never see
if you're a
anyone wearing a Star Trek jacket, do you know what I mean?
Yeah, if you're a diehard Doctor Who fan, it's like quirky. If you're a diehard Star Trek fan, it's like you're a nerd.
Is it like
that's sciencey?
That meme where it's like, "Hello HR." You know, it's like the dude. It's
Doctor
like, wow,
Who fan.
so quirky, and then it's like,
yeah.
Hello HR.
Because it was like the whole point of it was just, a group of scientists who were just going around being like, let's have a little look here. Yeah. There wasn't any. It wasn't like they weren't gun. Well, they had set phases to.
Yeah, and I suppose that's why Star Wars is kind of more popular, because it's like there's a lot of like violence and like blasphemy.
There's no Han Solo character in Star Trek because it's like.
But it's Picard.
I think
not Picard. What's the other one? Kirk. Is Kirk not supposed to be a bit of that?
Well,
isn't he punching aliens and kissing women? Interracially
he is
kissing
punching aliens and kissing women, but I feel like he's like a bad boy, but professional.
like a professional bad boy. That sounds pretty awesome.
Rather than
where do I
Han
sign up?
Han Solo's like a bad boy.
He's like a rogue. Well, he's like a drug dealer.
Yeah, like he's obviously a professional in his own field, but he's a criminal, and I do not stand by him.
I would honestly, if I was in Starfleet, is that what they call it? I'd be kissing so many aliens.
That is inappropriate.
What? It's consensually.
We're not accepting your. Why do you want to fight for your country, and why do you want to
Well, I don't want to. I don't want to
explore
fight.
for
I want
your?
to explore. Yeah.
I'm a lover, not a fighter.
And I'll be doing
Why do you
plenty
want
of
to make love?
exploration.
You want to make love across the universe.
One planet at a
I'm just
time, baby.
collecting.
I'm collecting samples.
Of what?
God damn it! I'm a lover, not a doctor or whatever.
Not a scientist.
Mate, when are we?
Yeah.
We're never gonna get another one with Chris Pine, Carlo. I know one of them died. Simon Pegg.
Simon Pegg died.
Simon Pegg's dead to
No.
me. When he started DJing,
Anton.
he died to me.
Ugh.
Or when he started posting about DJing, sorry.
I feel like Simon Pegg
He's
is
had like
currently
two
going through
midlife
his
crises.
era.
Yeah.
He's going through his era where, like, if he was a child star, he would be like in his 30s going mental. But he got famous when he was in his 30s. So now he's
60 going mental.
seems to have that like trajectory of like you weren't a child star. You know, you don't have to. You'd already lived a life. And know you're a human being.
Like that late mid, because like, listen, when he's 30 back in the 90s or whatever, maybe he did DJ, but now when he's got his like thin line tattoos, it's like, listen, I've got tattoos, but you know they're not thin line. And
They're
like,
thick as hell.
and he's like but he's like videoing himself DJing, and it's like, listen, if you're into that, that's fine. And I don't want to sound like a hater, but it's like,
But get a fucking.
you're
grip.
also 60 years old.
And we hate old people. It's disgusting.
Yeah, you've got like 2 kids. Leave that to the whippersnappers.
Whipper. What is this?
Now, if that was his son doing it, I'd
there's-
have no problem. And he was videoing his son DJing.
There is still rumours of
Of Krull.
a Noah Hawley Star Trek film.
Oh.
Um,
Didn't he just do something recently that's bad? Yeah, Alien Earth.
Alien Earth.
Season 2's coming out. Guess who's in season 2? Peter Dinklage.
Kevin James. Oh, is he
one of my most
playing-
hated actors?
is he one of the puppets or is he?
No, I think he's playing the facehugger. I knew you like that. Honestly, I've seen a few interviews with Peter Dinklage. No offense, Peter. Again, I was like, well, I'm going after so many people now. What an absolute tear.
No offense,
One of the most
Peter, but you.
miserable people ever. Like,
Yeah, and I don't have this on good authority, but I've seen other clips where it's pretty clear that he ruined everything for.
yeah, I've heard
for
a
little
few
people to act.
I've heard a few people say that he.
Because he was like, stop hiring little people to play all these roles, and then they just started using CGI, and now they're like, "Dang, you're the only one that could get these like Hollywood roles, so you've just fucked everyone now." Cool.
Yeah,
cool,
they're not
cool.
casting Tyrion every week. Do you know what I mean? Like, nobody's. Like,
Yeah.
and I'm not even joking. Tyrion's probably the first. I don't have this one, but like, you know, little person who's had like a actual character that isn't just like set dressing or like.
Yeah,
we're
just
we're playing
a
teddy
visual
bears
gag.
in Star Wars. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Like it wasn't just either a visual gag or
it's mini
a
me
mask.
and it's Tyrion. That's the only like repeated like characters. Anyway,
it's rough out there.
we need to stop before I start going off on somebody else. But who I won't go off on, Liam Neeson, Krull, but only his character, not Liam Neeson. Fuck him.
Not pissy pants.
Not horse recognizer pissy pants.
I've recognised every single horse I've seen, and they recognise me too. Really? Are you sure?
I never forget a face.
Never forget a horse. It is weird having Peter Yates like halfway through. Maybe that's why it's so beautiful.
But
because
why?
there was
But why did
like
he
a
do it?
real direct. Don't know.
Like, because this isn't like, I know it has some. It's obviously got a budget behind it, but he's not like. Correct me if I'm wrong, but he's never done a sci-fi epic.
No. Romantic drama film. Um, Peter
Hot Rock.
O'Toole.
Hot Rock does look pretty good. Murphy's War also looks pretty good.
Like crime comedy. You know, neo-noir crime. Another
Mother
comedy.
Judge Speed.
Black comedy.
The Deep.
The Deep.
Peter Benchley's novel, The Deep. Oh my god, another shark.
Are we doing
another shark? Robert Shaw's in it as well. What the hell?
Oh my god, add it to the list. Peter, you're back on.
Peter Yates, you've got me charmed. Right, we need to.
Oh yeah.
We're just googling things now.
Oh, to listen to us go. Oh, what? Oh,
Oh, he's in this.
Oh.
You just listen to two guys fucking IMDb with no visual, just our reactions.
yeah. That's what people love reactions.
We're copywriting the word react. Sorry, guys.
We're copywriting a podcast. I don't think anyone's done that yet.
Right.
Right. So
I'm gonna. Obviously, we just wax lyrical about it. I'm gonna save it.
yeah, I think there were definitely some. I don't know if it was like production, but I feel like what was happening on screen. Because there was one bit where they were all like, again, incredible camera movement, incredible blocking, and in the background you just hear like, it's the Slayers. They're over there. They're coming. And I was like,
Yeah, and there was a bit of West AD, but maybe
like,
it just
this
wasn't.
just sounds like.
But maybe it wasn't good on the day. Maybe the audio was fucked on the day.
Maybe, but then you've had time to do at least a
You've
couple
got
of takes.
$30 million.
Yeah,
No,
some of that can
I-
be spent 5 minutes in the fucking booth.
Yeah, they did. They replaced all the fucking thingy's dialogue.
That's where the money went. I wonder why.
Maybe it was just like shit.
Maybe he did an accent, and they were like, "We didn't want that. You're gonna have to
He's doing
change it."
He's doing like a Chinese accent the whole time, and they're like, "Oh my god,
Yeah.
we're gonna have to stop this."
We can't, Robbie. Seriously,
Robbie,
And he's
come
like-
on, pump
he's
the
like-
brakes.
I thought it worked for the character. No, why?
He kept saying, "I'm Hagrid." What does that mean? Nobody knew what the hell is he talking about.
You read these books? What are you talking about? Get away.
I have a feeling a transphobe's gonna make a great wizard novel. What the fuck's he talking about?
So
Right,
yeah,
replace his
Krull,
dialogue.
masterpiece.
Yeah, Krull's up there. One of the best we've done.
Yeah, top 5 immediately. I think probably.
Probably. I can remember a single thing we've done.
Right.
Right.
Thank you for listening
And
and
on
or
that note-
watching. Surfs Up.
Next week's film, Surf's Up.
And then Surfs Up 2.
Is there a sequel?
3? Yeah.
Bye.
S-